Hi, it's Kathleen from Bailey Academy, mom of 5, homeschooling 3 of them, ages 10, 13, and 17. Today, I had the fortunate experience of having a great friend who knows that I homeschool, and she there was a yard sale a couple houses down from her selling all school stuff from an old teacher, and she thought of me, and so she called me, and I wasn't able to get there, but I kind of gave her an idea of like what sort of topics I was looking for and how much I could spend, and she purchased it for me, and then I paid her back, and this is what I wanted to share. So I kind of know what's in here, but not fully. So I wanted to share unboxing my box of schooling supplies that I'm going to be using. So, first thing I pull out of the box. Keep in mind I live in Canada, so a lot of these are Canadian things. Canadian provinces and territories, grades 4 to 6. I'm going to flip through this in a minute, but I'm guessing that if it has any information, it might be outdated, but if it has, okay, good, it has maps they can label, and it does have none of it, so it's not too outdated. Worksheets about natural vegetation, regions. Let's look at the table of contents here. And it has actual teaching things you can do too, so that's cool. Alright, so topics. I don't know if this is still, neighbors are always doing yard work when I'm trying to talk. I hope you can hear me. This is published by S&S Learning Materials, distributed in the USA by T4T Learning Materials. I'm not sure why you would want it in the USA, but I guess if you're learning about Canada, maybe. So it includes all about Canada, Visit Canada, provinces, Ottawa, Toronto, Fathers of Confederation, I'm not reading them all, landmarks, prime ministers, becoming a Canadian, citizenship, and then let's visit each of the provinces and territories, discover a few of the little more about certain ones, and then farming communities, fishing communities, mining communities, lumbering, ranching, and Inuit communities. And like I said, it's worksheets and map labeling. And it looks like there's something falling out of it here. What's this? I didn't know if it was supposed to be in there or not, but it's, each of these has the flag, emblem, and flower of the different provinces with little explanation at the bottom. That's cool. I hope they're all here. That's neat. Very cool. So that can absolutely be used. It's, like I said, mostly worksheets and maps, but it has, information too, what is a river? This talks about the different rivers in Canada and population of Canada, and which obviously the amount of population of Canada would not be correct, but it would still have the, general information that hasn't changed. I love this. We learned all about Canada this year, but, that's something you're going to revisit, obviously. All right. Maps of the World Mapping Series, grades 1 through 8. This is through the world, so it's not Canada specific. By sslearning.com. Again, I don't know if these are still sold, but these are maps of, this is Central European, so they can learn the different continents by where even Mexican states, wow, I've never learned that. I would like to know that. World, the continents, Africa, just blank maps. Afghanistan and Pakistan, Australia. So that's definitely useful. Let's Explore Canada, an Apple Press activity book by Trudy Mouty. Which you can tell I wanted social studies stuff, a lot of. So this has Canada and the world. Again, worksheets and maps, but also information. If I reproduced it, it could be colored in. There's a crossword puzzle and a couple closer up maps, and there's an answer key too, which is helpful. What else we got in here? Blank Map Forms the World, grades 3 through 6. Learn about countries and continents, political and physical maps. Create a student-made atlas and enhance reports by Learning Horizons. Sorry. Okay, so I got a theme here. There's another map, reproducible one. Although since I only have 2 kids that are well, actually, that they're still doing much of schooling, I could just have them write in it, but then I couldn't pass it on to somebody else, so. Everything you need to know about Canadian social studies homework, a desk reference for students and parents, 4th to 6th grade. I'll show you the cover first. This is Scholastic. So this has, obviously it says for parents and children, but it could be used as a mini textbook. So it's got, obviously the information about, the population of the provinces are outdated, but it's got information on each province, but also information on the history of Canada, which obviously hasn't changed. I also wanted anything good for grade 5 specifically, so I got the Complete English Smart grade 5. This is by a popular book company. I love these guys. I have purchased stuff from them before. And English Smart, I know I have English Smart 6, but I'm hoping I don't have English Smart 5 already that I picked up. But yeah, it's just, if you aren't familiar with it, it's a workbook, so you can use it as your curriculum, with some, especially if you wanted to add some books to read and stuff. It completes grammar, writing, comprehension, vocabulary, usage, stuff like that. One sec. If I just moved over a little bit, it's because I just got up to let my cat in because she, can't be without me. All right. Got the Complete Canadian Curriculum, grade 6. So this will be helpful for grade 6 if I have nothing else. Math, English, Social Studies, and Science. Or I could take pieces out of it to use as a supplement in color. Stop scratching my chair, cat. Shaking the camera. Again, popular book company. Love these guys. Love the Complete Canadian Curriculum. Alright. This is I Can Vote. User-friendly guide to voting in Canada. Oh, this is awesome. I have some, this is by Elections Canada. I have some free stuff from Elections Canada that I'm planning to use when we vote in 2025. But it'll be the end of 2025, so it'll be not this coming year, school year, but the next school year. But this is a little, I don't know if this one you can get on your own, I didn't see it, but picture book about voting. That is so cool. I'm so glad I got that. And along with, it doesn't go along with it, but along with it, I also got, okay, so this is Prime Ministers of Canada, Sing and Learn Canadian History. So it's got a CD and a little book. Treasure trove of tidbits of knowledge packaged neatly into 10 catchy songs written within the musical style of each historical period. Comprehensive illustrated encyclopedic summary about Canadian leaders who have shaped its past. Extra bonus of music accompaniment tracks included to reinforce learning karaoke style or to be used in school performances. That sounds interesting. And Elections in Canada, grades 4 through 8. Little book by SS Learning again. Talks about, it gives you actual lessons, like lesson 5, the right to vote, expectations, discussion time, and it gives answers. And then there's actual worksheets and things they can write in, as well as, like I said, lots of information at the front. I'm going to have to look over all this stuff before we start doing election stuff with them, because we've got lots of resources now. This, I wasn't sure when she showed me what it was, but she said it was really cool. So it says Science 5, The Key Study Guide, Ontario edition. And it's a comprehensive resource. So it's to help you prepare for tests and exams on science. And so it looks like I could use it as a science curriculum, although it's not very pretty, it's not very colorful, it's very text heavy, but I'll look at it and see if it's something I want to use, or if not, then I could use it as a test on something that we learn, or a little extra worksheets, you know, for, I don't remember how much this one was, but I don't know how much this one I paid for it because it doesn't say, but it's apparently was $30 brand new, so I'm sure I'll find some use for it. Still got that pneumonia cough. Alright, for some science, we got some ecology, something that I'd like to do a little bit more about. We're doing environment right now, but so sorry. Whole language literature based cooperative learning across the curriculum. Doesn't say a specific grade, but it does say intermediate. It's a thematic unit. So what it is it looks like, okay, so teacher created materials. These are the guys that make like 180 days of. I may not make this anymore, but this is the same people. So it's got like stories and then activities that go with the stories, daily writing activities to go with it, like word banks and things you can write and how you can merge them together. All related to the ecology topics that are written about. So that'd be a good way to, if you don't mind worksheets, of course, to do ecology, and then of course I can add in things that I want to. And it looks like if they still sell them, that they have ones for certain book series, like A Wrinkle in Time, where the red fern grows and stuff. Science and Health, My Body, Health and Safety, Dinosaurs, Plants, Animals, and other different units. There's even one on bubbles. That would be cool. Science on Stage. So this is 4 plays that you can do with grades 4 to 6. I don't know that I have enough kids to do plays, but I thought for $2 I would take it and see what I can come up with it. This is called by the Monkey Sisters, apparently. So yeah, it's got like, you know, set the scene. This is what the person says. This is where you move, and it rips out too. So interesting. We'll find some use for it. Another one by SNS is Simple Machines, something that we need to learn. This is grades 4 to 6, so my daughter definitely needs to learn this for science. So it has activities and experiments. Well, like study levers, screws, wedges, wheels, and axles, friction, compound machines, pulleys, and inclined plane. All those types of machines that she needs to learn about. You know, buying new things is fun, but I much prefer to get a whole bunch of old stuff, even if I can't use all of it. It's so fun to look through. This is grades 4 to 6 Science Series Science Puzzles by Learning Horizons. It's very thin. And it is just crossword puzzles, Venn diagrams, number and word puzzles, unscramble the words, make a box around all the flightless birds, circle all the water birds, cross out the birds of prey, underline all the birds you've seen in real life. That's cool. So the themes that it has is animal and plant classification, human anatomy, scientific terminology, physical science laws, and facts about Earth, space, and weather. It's very simple. Arachnophobia. Yeah, that's what my daughter has. And another one of those similar things. This is about habitats. Another one that I wanted to include. So this is perfect. When she said habitats as a theme, I was like, yep, grab that. So this is another thing where it has activities and information. And then I can include fun activities that, you know, don't require worksheets as well to make it less worky. Alright, what else we got? Still with me? We got our Canadian governments again, but this is grades 5 through 8. And more about the government and less about the voting and stuff like that. And so this has lots of information. Picture of the House of Commons to label. I mean, I don't even know what's the different parts of the House of Commons. National political parties, what does it mean? How a Canadian law is made. Honestly, a lot of Canadians don't fully understand how this all works. What is a government? Kinds of governments, the Senate, the House of Commons. I need to read this and understand it. This is great. I'm afraid to admit, but I don't know enough about government and how our government works. I think I know more about how the states work. Alright. This looks really cool. It's a little bundle of different things, all about Canadian government. So there's like things you would put in the bulletin board, Canadian government. And this is basically a bulletin board display, but I'll find some use for it. But has different words and their meanings, and members of Parliament, Senate, like basically all the things you were learning in that book. It's not necessarily from that book, but like all the things you would learn in that book. It has the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, although I do have a copy of that already. And more levels of government. It's all. And then it looks like in the back, oh yeah, it has information on the bulletin board set. So it's a Canadian government bulletin board set. I will post it up on the wall. It looks cool. I'm not sure what they gave me 2 of these, but we got the Kids Book of Canadian Prime Ministers. They're both a little beat up, but obviously won't have the more recent ones. Kids Can Press. I've seen lots of American homeschool YouTubers share books that have their presidents, so now I have one too. And we can learn about past prime ministers. I certainly don't know a lot about these 2 either. I only know the more famous ones. Alright, I only have a few more things left. Stick with me. We have skeletal bones. I originally was asking for this and then said I don't need anatomy because we did anatomy, so just a set of bones that you can put together. You always go through the holding door cover apparently too. I don't know if you know if all the pieces are in there. This Legislative Assembly of Ontario, it was free, so I said sure. I don't even know what it is. Guide to the Chamber, no, the Canadian House of Commons. Okay, so more information on that. And last but certainly not least, a whole Canadian government, again, grades 4 to 6, there's a theme going on here. This is a binder, but in it is reproduced Canadian curriculum, teacher helper. No idea if it's still around or not, but exactly what to do to teach about Canadian government. This is all stuff that I need help to teach. Activity cards, how our laws are made. Again, same sort of stuff, but just different formats, so I can pick the formats that work best for us. I want to go back to her yard sale and buy more, but I don't have the money. This is awesome. I am so excited. If you have any chance to see what, a yard sale that has teaching materials or anything like that, or a bundle of teaching materials, like, don't turn it down. It's like, yeah, I can't, if there's anything here I can't use, it's not a big deal. I got it for a couple bucks. So all of that was $50. And most of it was a couple bucks each. There's a lot of things in here. Like some of these were 5 or 6, but most of them were 2 or 3, a couple of 1, and that one free thing. So this is, I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put it, but I am so excited that I got all these materials, and that most of them are about social studies as the kids get into older grades, because that is what we need. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. I have lots of other videos coming out though, so stay tuned. Bye.